back to my channel. We are one stop for having fun, faith, and financial independence. My name is Jadine, but my friends call me Juds, and today we will be talking about the JPS Pay Go system. Now, if you're interested in this system as well as money saving methods that I have plans to talk about, then please go ahead and click the subscribe button as well as hit the post notification bell so that you never miss when I make a post. I do general topics on financial independence, personal finance, and faith. So please go ahead and join the fam. So let's get into it. As I said earlier, I will be talking about the JPS Pay Go system. Have I done it before? Is it worth venturing into? Is it worth the time and the effort to get it? We're going to be answering all of that because I have actually used this system for a period of 6 months. I used it 7 months. I used it in my previous home. The only reason I'm not using it now is because I moved to a new place and the place only had the regular system, but recently we made the preparations to kind of get that going. So I definitely will tell you by the end of this video if I'm going to go ahead and do the JPS Pay Go system again. So stay tuned to find out if the JPS Pay Go system is worth it as a money saving method. Right, okay, so for those who don't know, the JPS has a system called, what's the word? I'm not sure, but it has a system called the JPS Pay Go. The JPS Pay Go is actually what you would call the prepaid method of acquiring electricity in the home. So normally when you go to JPS and you have your light system, you normally use the light for the month, and then at the end of the month they give you a bill of what you used and you pay that amount. With the JPS Pay Go, as I said before, it is prepaid. So what you do is get the system set up in your home. Then you would have to load money, just like how you would load money onto a phone. You load money into the system, and then that is what JPS uses to give you energy. So once the money that you've loaded is finished, then of course the lights go out. Yeah, so that's really what JPS Pay Go is about. Now let me talk about my experience with it. I started using it in November of 2020, and as I said before, it was where I lived before, and it was a little bit weird to me at first because it's not something I'm used to, of course, because normally we're used to paying the money after using the light. So yeah, it was very new to me, but it was not hard to understand. What I would do is to put like $2,000 on it, and actually when I put $2,000 into the system, I was actually able to stay connected for an entire month. So I do think that it is a good money making option. Let me tell you what I had in my household before you decide. I had a fridge, I had a washing machine, I had the hot plate, I had a fan, I had my 2 laptops, my monitor, my radio system, my speaker system. Yeah, that's mostly it. That's what I used for the month. That's what I use from day to day. So I think $2,000. I mean, it's a little under $2,000, but let's call it $2,000. Let's do that. I think it was reasonable for me at the time. Compared to what I'm doing now without the Pay Go system, I pay a little over $5,000 a month. What have I done differently? I didn't acquire any new technology. Oh yes, and my ring light. I know I was missing something. My ring light was another thing. I haven't done anything differently between when I was using the PayGo system and being here now. So I think that is a good indication of the fact that it does save money. Why? I mean, apart from it saving, blatantly saving because of the system itself, I think it helps us also with the budgeting aspect of our lives, because I'm always talking about we need to budget. If you can have a plan of how much electricity you plan to spend per month, then I think it would be good to have the prepaid system, because now you just load the money that you have set aside into that. And the good thing about the JPS PayGo system, that it tracks how much of that electricity that you've acquired, how much of it is already spent. So you're seeing and able to make the necessary adjustments if you need to. Unlike the postpaid system, where you're seeing the amount of energy you consumed after the fact that you've consumed it. So that is definitely an advantage for the PayGo system. It gives you a good track, and when you're down to, like, I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was at the 19 kilowatt per hour mark is when the light would turn red to let you know that you're almost out. But actually, when the light turned red for me, I was able to keep the system without adding money. I was able to keep the lights on for another week or so. So that's something to bear in mind. And of course, bear also in mind that these are with the things that I used in my household. So you need to determine how effective it will be in your household. Yeah, that's what I would say with it. It is a good track of your expenses, and it is a better track than the postpaid system for how you are using it. So if if you're trying to save money and you realize that the energy you're spending is more than that you intended, at least you can make the necessary changes to say, hey, let me cut back on turning on the light here, let me plug these out here, whatever is the case. I hope it was clear. I really do. But that is one of the benefits I saw with the JPS PayGo. Another benefit is that topping up is easy. It is not so as stressful as I think people would think it is. It's actually, when I want to top up, I go to one of my nearest gas stations. A lot of the gas stations, they have the means to top up your system. So what you do when you go to top up your PayGo is you'd go to the gas station, you'd let them know how much you would like to top up. I think the least you can top up is $300. So you go, you let them know how much you'd like to top up, you pay for it. They will give you a receipt like paper, and on the paper there is a number that you'll have to add into your phone. So the number, you text it to one of the numbers that JPS provides on the paper, and then JPS will automatically give you back a number that you're supposed to type directly into your PayGo system, and then the light will immediately be restored. What happens if there is an emergency and your light is almost out and you have no means of getting to a gas station at the time? You can call JPS. I'll look into it and leave the number below. You can call JPS and let them know that you want an emergency top up, and they give you, I think it's like a 50 kilowatt hour or something. I don't remember, but I will leave the information here. Yeah, you'll get that emergency top up, so that is not a problem. Also, if you're worried about running out and not realizing, I said before, the light turns red when you're at 19, and when you're at less than 10 kilowatts, it starts to sing, like the beeps, light flashes, and each time the light flashes, like a song comes. So it's not something you can ignore. So when it reaches 10, trust me, you're going to find some means to make a top up, because the sound, yeah, like one time I had spent a lot of time away from the house, my house, but I had a lot of things running in there, so that, you know, it was being consumed, and I didn't realize that, you know, it was time to top up. So when I came back home, the noise was just like, I tried to ignore it, but I just had to get up and I had to just go get it sorted out. I see online where JPS may have said that you're able to top up online, but I have not been successful in that as yet. I will get more information for you on that though and let you know, but my experience has been that the online system is not up as yet. I also heard that you can call and do an online transaction. You can do a transaction over the phone, but the method that I only use that has ever worked for me is going to the gas station. And I think it's really good because if it's that you can find a lump sum of money and put it on the system, then you can avoid topping up each month. You can just use it for like the first time I topped up, I used it for like 2 or 3 months before I had to top up again. So yeah, I definitely think in that regard it is beneficial. Let's get into how to get it set up. So you hear what I'm talking about and you decide, yes, the JPS PayGo system is the one for me, it's the one I've been looking for, it's the one I've been dreaming of. Then you would like to know now how to get it set up, and I'm going to tell you over yourself. Yeah, so getting set up is not that hard. Actually, the last I've heard, and which was pretty recent, JPS is actually promoting people moving to the PayGo, and they are also saying that it is, you know, cheaper, saves you money. They will install it for you for free. Let me verify the information. Okay, also another method of making the payment is via Bill Express. I'm not sure if Bill Express online has it. I think I made the attempt one time, but because the account number, I wasn't sure of the account number at the time, I don't think I went through with it. But Bill Express also supports JPS PayGo, so you're able to make the money, pay the money online and just enter the number that they give you on your phone in the system. Alright, so the disadvantages of the PayGo system. Yeah, it's free to set up, so they will come and they'll install it for you for free. And if you don't like the system, then they will change it back to the regular system for you. Now let us talk the disadvantages. We can't be out here talking the good things and not talking the bad things. And the only bad thing I can say about it is that you'll be giving up a method of verifying your address, because you know normally when you do the postpaid, a bill comes every month, and if the bill is in your name, then when you want to do bank transactions or apply for loans, you can use this utility bill as a means of verifying your address. With the PayGo system, that's not the case, because you don't get a bill at the end of the month. You're topping up your prepaid, so you're topping up each time you need to. So you would lose that option for a verification of address if you should decide to use the PayGo. And the good thing is that if it is that you are able to withstand the annoying sound of the system when it is very low and you do get cut off, when you put back money on it, there is no reconnection fee. You know that when you're using a regular system, if your light cut off, you have a reconnection fee to pay. That's not the case with the PayGo. You just enter money back in the system. The proof of address, although I see though on the PayGo system, on the PayGo website, that if you need a proof of address, you can request a PayGo statement from JPS and they're able to give you the proof of address. So it's not really a benefit, just that it's not really a disadvantage. It's just that if you want to have an immediate proof of address, you wouldn't have it. You'd have to probably call in and have them email the statements to you. Yeah, so I'm not sure if there's anything else I'd like to say about it. I do miss it. I miss it because I think with it I was able to take a better grasp of my spending. So if it's something that you're looking to save money on, I would suggest getting it. I guess look at the pros and cons. Not very much cons. There aren't many cons, but yeah, look at the pros and cons and decide, like, is this something I decided is something right for me? Is it something I could live with? I was very comfortable with it. And it's fun. JPS has said on their website also that you could save 35 to 50% on your bill if you use it. So I mean, it's about the same for what I did. I think it's almost half that's what I'm spending now. So I can verify that it does save you money. Yeah, so if you're interested in it, all you have to do is give them a call and they're gonna come and verify that you're eligible for it. What I mean by being eligible for it, there are instances where the meter is probably too far from the household, so much so that they're unable to do the system. So they'll come and verify if your system can manage that, if your setup can manage that, and then once they've done that, then they'll go ahead and set it up for you. Technician will come and set it up for you, and apparently JPS is giving away 5 kilowatts free for setting it up with them. So there is that. I mean, for any more questions about the PayGo system, you can definitely leave me a comment below. I will respond to them. And if I don't know, which it's not likely, I've been with the system enough to know the system. If I don't know, I'll go ahead and find out for you and get back to you and respond. So yeah, that is my review on the PayGo system. I really like it. I really think it is a method for the small youths like me to save money. I think it's really pro people, because sometimes they don't have the money to pay JPS all at once, and sometimes you have $1,000, the $1,000 can touch far away. I have like $1,000. You can go down to the place and get the money, and I like that the lowest is $300, because sometimes people don't have anything but $300. So you put a little $300 on your system and you want to work it out. I like it because I think they are really thinking of people here. I don't know if you know me and JPS. I don't like them rates. I don't like how expensive everything is, but I have to give it to them. I have to give this one to them because I really think it is effective. What will happen in the future, I can't say, because normally when people come out with new things and the more you buy it, it's cheap, right? And then when everybody into it now, so it just inflates. And JPS love inflation. So I can't say, for instance, that this is what it's going to forever be. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that my assessment of it now, and for the 6 months that I used it for, and I guess we'll be using it because I am working on getting the system put up. I like it. So yeah, definitely I would recommend it. Thank you so much for watching my review of the JPS Payco system. And more episode money now. Yeah. People who work hard for get savings. I believe in it. Yeah. I believe in it. So thanks for watching, and remember that the only time you don't have a chance to turn your life around is if you're in the green. So if there is a pulse, there's a chance. From one success story in the making to another, I say God's peace be with you. Goodbye.